Okay, so the last time I tried to do audio recording for this video didn't turn out too well. So here we go. Anyway, so I'm putting the CD for ReactOS into the computer, and we're going to do a fresh install because the first install didn't turn out too well. It all loaded up correctly, and it automatically loaded pre-drivers in, which I'm glad it did. But we're needing to load drivers for everything so that everything works. And I feel that it would be better to do that with an internet connection. I'm not sure if that'll help or not, but it's worth a shot. Alright, so right here we're going to use the disk drive because that's the only way that we can install ReactOS right now. We are currently installing ReactOS 0.4.13. There is another version, and it is 0.4.15, but that is still a dev version of ReactOS, and I feel that it is still under construction and is not quite ready to be criticized, if you will. So this is the one that we're going to be installing right now. Okay, so here we are with the installation, English of course. Alright, so we're going to format the drive and by deleting the partition. Alright, so now we're going to delete the partition, L to delete. Alright, so now we have an unpartitioned space that we can load ReactOS to. So let's get started. So I'm going to use a quick format of FAT file. Alright, ReactOS of course. Alright, let's let this load. Now this didn't take very long at all. Only certain parts of this video I will speed up, but when it comes to showing you exactly how fast the loading bars loaded, they're the actual loading bars. I will not speed up any of the actual installation progress. Now, the last time that I did an installation, I did it with the bootloader, because doing it without the bootloader, it will not work. So this is what we're doing again. Now remember, this is a gateway with a Pentium D inside of it. Alright, so here's the bootloader. We're going to go ahead and load into ReactOS. Again, anything with a loading bar, I will not speed it up. This is the actual speed of how long it's taking to load things. I am very impressed with how fast ReactOS actually installs and loads up. Okay, so standard setup. Now let's go with space. There we go. Friday, December 4th. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go with a classic theme. I like all the other ones, and I'm impressed with all the other ones, but let's go with classic for right now. Typical settings. Let's go ahead and go with that. No. Let's go ahead with this setting. This right here is the only time I do recall that it took a little bit for it to load, but still, not a bad loading time. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now it's doing the driver check, and as before, it automatically has preset drivers to get the screen and everything else going. But as far as installing drivers, I have tried with Windows drivers and it didn't work. So I'm not really sure what drivers I need to put on this. Any recommendations? Is there a particular version of Windows drivers that I need to use? I don't know. So, I'm new to this, so bear with me. Any suggestions, again, are very, very much appreciated. Okay, so no, it will not allow us to do it this way because it is unable to download the package due to the fact that there's no internet connection. Although there is a Ethernet plug in the back of the computer. See, and nothing is going to load, so let's get out of that. Let's go into settings, control panel, and let's go over to system, device manager. Alright, so now we need to look for the Ethernet controller. Here we go. And driver. We are currently loading drivers from a computer that I have in my home, and the best way to do that, look up like what your specs are on your computer and look up the exact integrated chip for your Ethernet or your Wi-Fi, whatever it may be. And then you're going to take and look for a driver that matches those specs. Right now, what I am grabbing is a driver that is a Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabyte Ethernet driver. This one is a Realtek driver. We will be copying this one over to the computer. Okay, back to the computer. I have an optical disc, and this is the only way that I can transfer anything to this computer due to the fact that there is no USB support. I've tried a Waylane USB adapter, and that will not work due to the fact that there is no USB support. The only thing this computer will recognize is optical disc, floppy drive, and the hard drive itself. So, here we go. I am placing the CD into the computer at the moment. And I will be loading the driver over to the CD. But as we wait, okay, is this what I'm needing right here to be able to look up the driver? Now, if not, forgive me. But like I said, I'm still new to this, and I am completely open to suggestions of what I need to or need not to do. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so anyway, why disable? No, do not use this device. Yeah, use device. Why was it disabled? Anyway, yeah, I don't see anything else. Now, what got me into this is I wanted to build retro computers, and the reason I started building retro computers is because I seen a deal while looking on shopping on Google for old PCs, because I wanted to play some of my old games, and I was trying to find the best way to do it, and I ended up building a retro PC and got it completely built one for my cousin, and I thought, okay, I seen a deal on shopping, deal on Google, where people were building these and selling these. So I started looking at the prices for these things, and they go anywhere from $100 to $900, or higher, depending on what is on it and what it's capable of. So I thought, well, I have a bunch of computers lying around that I could get started with. I could make some money off of this. So I started looking up drivers and plugins and whatnot for old computers. And trust me, it is not easy. It can get rather hard to find drivers for newer computers like early 2000s that is compatible with 98. While in the process of doing this, I also found a operating system called ReactOS. I started looking up videos on it. I thought it looked interesting, so I watched a few videos, and so happened to get tied into this. So I honestly wouldn't mind turning my entire channel based on ReactOS and the ins and outs and odds and ends of ReactOS, and learning and expanding my knowledge on computer building and computer customizations by doing it this way. And honestly, I feel that this would be the best way to do it. So anyway, with that point of view out of the way, this channel is going to be currently based on old tech, customizations, mods, and currently ReactOS, because I am obsessed with this right now. It is very fascinating, and I would love to get it working. So anyway, we now have the CD. Place the CD into the drive and go to my computer, and there we go, my data disk. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to copy this over to the desktop. Oh, that is fascinating. I love those. That is too neat. That was awesome. I like the little animation for that. Forgive me, I was kind of gawking over that a little bit. Anyway, all right. So click on that. Setup. There you are. All right. Hey, look at that. All right. So it automatically loads up. Didn't need to do anything. All right. Now, hopefully this works. Let's see where this goes. Next, install. Of course you would. Okay. This installer package is not compatible with the OS version. Okay. All right. So that's what I run into. Okay. So please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It really helps out the channel and helps us expand on what you want, which is what I want the channel to be, is what you want. So anyway, if you look right here, this is all this computer is capable of. I have a flash drive in the computer right now, and it is not showing up. You have your optical disk and floppy disk and your hard drive, and that is it. So anyway, I wonder if there's anything in here that would be driver related. I'm sure there is. Okay. Oh, look at that. Wine Internet Explorer. That's pretty neat that that's implemented in there. Okay. So, go back. Let's see if we can find it. I don't think there's any way to automatically just install it by just clicking on any of these, but it's worth a shot. And this is just information. And that's not what I want. Okay, so let's go to the driver itself. Update the driver from the files that are on the desktop. Include this path. Browse. There we go. And okay, yeah. All right. Anyway, so that's about all I can do on that matter. This is where I got stumped the last time. I thought, honestly, if I put an Ethernet plug in the back, that maybe it'd do something different, but this is where I'm at. Any help is much appreciated. There's nothing really that I want to customize on ReactOS. I kind of want to keep it as genuine as possible and learn from it and build from it and help them build from what I've learned. Now, the only thing that I have thought of modding was the start button down at the bottom. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to use ViStart as a possible alternative. Modify it to work with the interface of ReactOS. So if we go over into properties, okay, let's pull this up here. Okay, wait, what the? Okay, no, just stay there. No. Okay, I am not clicking this, and it is like moving on its own. Like every time I move the mouse down to it, I have no idea what's going on right now. Okay, move. Okay, anyway, so I am trying to make a video. I am trying to show something here. Will you hold still? Anyway, so up at the top they used to have a disabled deal for the old version of XP. So the bottom down here that I just pointed at is the classic version, and apparently that's the only one they have available on here. Okay, click, 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 nothing. Alright, Control Alt Delete, and see, this is what I like about this, is that it's so familiar and it's so easy to use and it's very convenient. So anyway, I don't see it on here. So yeah, okay, you know what, exit out of that. I ain't worried about it. I'm not worried about it, nope. So anyway, I was wanting to modify a ViStart program to work right here and possibly change the start menu, but I may just leave that alone and see what they do with it. I'll probably try apps on here, but I want to try to keep it as genuine as possible to ReactOS, because really they're doing a great job. I applaud you guys over at ReactOS. You guys are doing an amazing job. I am really proud of all your hard work, and what you're doing is amazing. I love it. I still don't understand why this window is doing what it's doing. But, see, this is why we make these videos, so that you guys can see what's going on with the operating system. Whenever we try it, that's what I want my channel to be about, is I want it to help you all while you all help me learn. We all learn. We all learn in this. We're all getting something out of it. We're benefiting, right? So, anyway,